Welcome to the Smart Goals Expertise HD video course. If you've been keeping your nose to the grindstone but still unable to set your goals, accomplish them, or even stick to them, then you're at the correct place. This is an extensive and far-reaching training course that will endow you with tested and proven techniques and tips to determine and attain your goals and let you welcome success at your doorstep. It has everything you need to kickstart your goals accomplishment journey. So let's get started without wasting your precious time. Smart Goals Expertise. Goals are like the steering wheel of your car. You direct it to left or right and your car just moves accordingly. Similarly, goals direct your life and take it whichever direction you aspire to. If you want to achieve something in life, the preliminary step is to decide what that is. By setting goals, you state what you are actually seeking to attain in life. It defines how you want to see yourself for the rest of your life. And this is what our training on Smart Goal Expertise covers. So, are you ready to take a peek behind the curtain? Video number 1, Smart Goal Expertise HD video training. Video number 2, Goals and Smart Goals, an overview. Video number 3, why is setting goals important? Video number 4, long-term and short-term goals. Video number 5, the rationale of SMART goals. Video number 6, how to set powerful and SMART goals. Video number 7, living and leading with goals. Video number 8, how to determine your goals. Questions to ask yourself. Video number 9, pitfalls to avoid while setting goals. Video number 10, balancing work and home life while accomplishing goals. Video number 11, reframing goals and perspectives. How can it help? Video number 12, time management and goal setting. Video number 13, how to keep motivation alive. Video number 14, why do people give up on their goals? Video number 15, how to revitalize from failure. Video number 16, personal goals to stand out at workplace. In this course, we have exactly explained how our valuable time of the day can be put to its maximum utilization. Our daily workload often comes to us at a never-ending pace, and the tasks are usually posed as urgent and important. But life is about more than just fighting the daily workload. It's crucial to work every day, and yes, every day on your goal. Make a commitment, stick to it, and don't break the chain. Do whatever that takes you a step closer to achieving it. Fight your failures, crush the roadblockers, stay motivated. Just keep moving forward without looking back or regretting. Remember, the difference between who you are and who you want to be is what you do. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video lesson. Smart Goal Expertise. Video number 2, Goals and Smart Goals, an overview. The whole human endeavor is geared towards setting and achieving goals. Goals are part of every aspect of life. Without setting goals or objective, life becomes a series of chaotic happenings you don't control. You become a plaything of coincidence. What are goals? The simple way to define a goal is as a desired result envisioned by a person or group and accompanied by an effort aimed at achievement. According to Wikipedia, the exact definition of a goal is the desired result of a person or a system envisions, plans, and commits to achieve a personal or organizational desired endpoint in some sort of assumed development. Goals affect individual performance through 4 mechanisms. Number 1, goals direct action and efforts toward goal-related activities and away from unrelated activities. Number 2, goals energize employees. Challenging goals lead to higher employee effort than easy goals. Number 3, goals affect persistence. Employees exert more effort to achieve higher goals. Number 4, goals motivate people to use their existing knowledge to attain a goal or to acquire the knowledge needed to do so. 5 golden rules of achievement and defining goals. Number 1, include a detailed and time-sensitive plan of action. Number 2, Seek mentorship from people who have had success with similar goals. Number 3, believe in yourself, even when no one else does. Number 4, cut yourself some slack. Even the best fall down sometimes. Number 5, remember to always have fun while working on achieving your goals. Exploring SMART goals. SMART is an acronym that you can use to guide your goal setting. Specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, time-bound. Specific goals. Your goals should be clear and specific. Otherwise, you won't be able to focus your efforts or feel truly motivated to achieve them. Well-defined, clear to anyone who has a basic knowledge of the field. Measurable goals. It's important to have measurable goals so that you can track your progress and motivate it. Know if the goal is obtainable and how far away completion is. Find out when you have achieved your goal. Achievable goals. Your goal should stretch your abilities but still remain possible. Agreement with all the stakeholders what the goal should be realistic and attainable to be successful. Relevant goals. This step is about ensuring that your goal matters to you and that it is also aligns with other relevant goals within the availability of resources, knowledge, and time. Time-bound goals. Every goal needs a target date so that you have a deadline to focus on and something to work towards. Enough time to achieve the goal. Not too much time, which can affect project performance. Goals is what takes us forward in life. They are the oxygen to our dreams. They are the first step to every journey we take and are also our last. So it's very important that you realize the significance and importance of goal setting and apply this knowledge in your life. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video lesson. SMART Goal Expertise. Video number 3. Why is setting goals important? Having goals is like having a map. You know where you are heading, and this gives you zest, motivation, more energy, and a reason to get up in the morning. You become more alive. Setting a goal does not necessarily mean striving for something colossal, but knowing and understanding where to head in life. So it is better to have a simple or not so simple goal than having no goal at all. Significance of goal setting. Number 1. Goals give you a focus in life. Working on something without having a goal or a target is futile and a waste of both time and energy. By setting goals for yourself, you provide yourself a target to shoot at, and this sense of direction allows your mind to focus on the desired target rather than moving aimlessly through life. Number 2. Helping to measure progress. Setting goals help to track the progress of your overall accomplishment. It helps you to measure your progress against the fixed endpoint and compare it with the benchmark that was set in the initial phase of the process of goal setting. Number 3. Goals give you the motivation to move ahead. Goals have the potential and power to motivate you for free. By setting a goal, you give yourself a concrete endpoint to target at, a chance to be happy and excited about attaining something in life. By focusing to put 100% effort in what you do, and this focus develops motivation. Number 4, setting a goal is like having a roadmap. Setting a goal is like having a map, a compass, and a clear route to your destination. With a clear-cut goal, you know where you are heading and can always correct your course if you move away from it. Number 5, build confidence and boost hope. Setting a goal is like switching on a torch that sheds light on your path and helps you go in a straight line instead of going in circles. Goal setting builds up self-confidence because it teaches you to take steps and attain desired goals independently. Number 6, goals keep you locked in and undistracted. Goal setting creates mental boundaries and deadlines to achieve things. Having clear deadlines in mind makes you more deliberate and determined towards accomplishing your goals. It keeps distractions at bay and retains focus towards the goal. Number 7, goals help overcome procrastination. With goal setting comes accountability. That is, you make yourself accountable to accomplish your goals. Goals tend to stick to the back of your head, and when incomplete, they give you reminders every now and then which help to overcome procrastination and laziness. Number 8, creates a self-belief. Setting goals for yourself is a way to add fuel to your aspirations and uplifting your self-belief every day. When you measure your performance and see yourself making progress, your dreams and ambitions seem to be realistic and achievable. It creates a sense that your goals are much more than ideas floating around in your imagination. Number 9, goals help you realize what you truly want. Without goal setting, we merely wander through the false notions of becoming or achieving something else and failing to understand the true source of our ambitions and happiness. Goals help us to move toward the things that we truly want to achieve in life. Number 10, goals transform insurmountable mountains into walkable hills. By proper goal setting, complex and massive goals are broken down into simple and smaller ones, making them easier to accomplish. Planning toward these smaller goals not only make it easier to formulate a definite plan of action, but research has shown that hitting smaller milestones provides real motivation and greater contentment. When you take the time to set goals, you ensure that your life is geared toward getting the most out of every moment. Enjoy the journey toward your goal. The goal is important, but the route is not less important. The goal sets the direction, but you should enjoy all the steps leading to the goal. All the creative thinking, the action, and the rewards. Make it fun and joy, and your life would be fun and joy. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video lesson. Smart Goals Expertise. Video number 4. Long-term and short-term goals. Goals and the steps you take to achieve them will make up the action plan for your future. Goals can be broadly classified into 2 categories: short-term goals and long-term goals. Accomplishing a short-term goal takes approximately 6 months to 3 years, while it takes 3 to 5 years to reach a long-term goal. Short-term goals. A short-term goal is something you want to do soon. It is something that you desire to achieve in the near future. They help you think about what you can do right away. They can help you manage your time. Short-term goals might seem small, but completing them can lead to big accomplishments in your life and career. Achieving short-term goals. Short-term goals can be extremely important, often as part of the process of achieving a bigger goal. Though they tend to be simpler than long-term goals, but may still be a challenge to achieve. Number 1, examine the goal. Example number 1, make sure the goal is specific and realistic. Every goal should be specific and clearly defined. As the short-term goal involves lesser duration of work and effort, you should avoid any type of confusion around it. Example number 2, determine the steps to move toward the goal. Break down your goal into smaller steps to make it more manageable and achievable. It also helps to create a better plan of action to progress toward achieving it. Example number 3, time estimation of accomplishment. Assigning a deadline for goal completion can help you accomplish it. Example number 4, planning it out by writing down. Writing goals avoids confusion and situations of forgetting important things. It makes your goals tangible and realistic. Number 2, achieving the goal. Example number 1, prioritizing the tasks leading to the goal. While dealing with short-term goals, there arises situations where we have multiple goals lined up together. In such cases, you need to prioritize them by understanding which goal is most important and should be picked up first. Example number 3, taking action and getting to work. You need to start taking action, and once you get started, you will gain the momentum to achieve the end result. Example number 3, retaining focus. With short-term goals come greater responsibility, as there is less time to focus and accomplish it. It becomes crucial to stay focused and avoid distractions. Example number 4, flexibility. Don't be rigid and stick to the set plan. Mostly, things don't work out as planned. So, be flexible to accommodate last-minute changes in your plans. Example number 5, rewarding success. When you successfully accomplish a short-term goal, reward yourself. This comes as a motivation for achieving your future goals. This reward can be of various forms, like going out to a fancy dinner, gifting yourself a new dress, anything that motivates you for future prospects. Long-term goals. A long-term goal is something you want to do further in the future. They require time and planning and are not something you can do this week or even this year. Long-term goals are those whose time limit is decided by the course and path you choose to achieve them. They are harder than short-term goals, and more effort are required to achieve them. Here you have to wait for an opportunity. Achieving long-term goals. While all goals require commitment and focus, long-term goals are unique. They require dedication and hard work over several months or years. Number 1. Developing your goal. Example number 1. Ask questions to yourself. To start developing your long-term goal, ask questions to yourself about future endeavors, where you want to see yourself in the next 5 years, and where you want to settle down or live. When you have concrete answers to these, your vision of an ideal future will be clear and crisp. Example number 2. Broadly idealize your goals. Explore the elements that are needed to make up the future that you've thought of. Broadly, think of ideas that may lead to this future. Example number 3. Be specific. Unspecific goals do not lead anywhere. For long-term goals, lack of specificity can make them quite difficult to accomplish. Have a clear picture of what you want, how you want it, and all that's needed to get there. Example number 4. Separate long-term and short-term goals. Maintain a clear distinction between your short-term and long-term goals so that your focus is directed to the right area. Number 2. Achieving your goals. Example number 1. Commit to one goal at a time. When working with long-term goals, it's advisable to commit to only one long-term goal at a time. Else, you will always be miles away from its successful completion. Example number 2. Break your long-term goal into short goals. Big goals become manageable when broken into several simpler modules. That way, your focus is shared on smaller goals, ultimately leading to the accomplishment of bigger ones, thus easing the entire process. Example number 3. Set a deadline. Prepare a chart or timetable for the long-term goal, which also has tentative start and end dates of the smaller goals. This will help you stay focused and committed to work on it. Example number 4. Inculcate self-discipline. Without discipline, the journey of success is unattainable, so stick to a schedule, meditate regularly, as well as sharpen your focus and avoid distractions. Example number 5. Develop habits that aid in goal accomplishment. Restructuring your lifestyle completely if you are willing to successfully accomplish your long-term goal. Give away habits that restrict you to achieve your targets and pick up new habits which aid in reaching your goals. Example number 6. Tracking your progress regularly. Reviewing your progress regularly is mandatory when it comes to long-term goals. Plan out ways to track your goals and be on top of it. Example number 7. Identify obstacles that you might encounter. Hardships are part of goal accomplishments and success. You will face many obstacles on your way to successful goal completion, and you cannot avoid them. If you anticipate problems ahead of time, you can have a system in place of overcoming them. Number 3. Stay motivated. Example number 1. Take breaks. Though working hard is important and need of the hour, you also need to take breaks and get some rest in between. Take a walk outside. Read, walk, play, and do whatever that relaxes you and makes you fresh. Example number 2. Make your goals exciting. Find ways to actively enjoy your work. Else, it will be monotonous to simply chase your goals without excitement and enjoyment. Example number 3. Celebrate success. While moving in the direction of achieving your long-term goals, there will be many incidents when you will successfully accomplish many short-term goals. Celebrate such moments, as they will be one step toward reaching your overall goal. It's much easier to define a goal than it is to achieve it. Your hard work toward achieving it plays the biggest role in your success. But if you don't formulate your goals properly, it will be much more difficult to reach them. So, distinct your goals and work on them effectively to accomplish them. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video lesson. SMART Goals Expertise. Video number 5. The rationale of SMART goals. The concept of SMART helps people to outline their goals. Each component of the acronym SMART is beneficial and should be applied to goals. SMART stands for S, specific, M, measurable, A, actionable, achievable, R, realistic, relevant, T, time-bound. Specific goals. The first step in the SMART method of goal setting is to get highly specific about what you intend to achieve. A specific goal has a much greater chance of being accomplished than a general goal. When you get specific about a goal, it materializes. It moves from the abstract into reality. SMART goal clarifies the difference between I want to be a millionaire and I want to make 50 euros a month for the next 10 years by creating a new software product. Measurable goals. The second step for achieving your goals is to ensure that they're measurable. How would you or anybody know that you have achieved your goals unless you can measure it? And if you can't prove that you have completed your goals, then it's not measurable and it's not SMART. Measurable goals mean that you identify exactly what it is you will see, hear, and feel when you reach your goal. When you measure your progress, you stay on track and experience the exhilaration of achievement that spurs you on to continued effort required to reach your goal. Measurable goals can go a long way in defining what exactly it is that you want to. Defining the physical manifestations of your goal or objective makes it clearer and easier to reach. Achievable goals. The A in the SMART goal stands for achievable, attainable, actionable. It is important to set goals you can achieve instead of setting yourself up for failure. Identify the obstacles that can stand in your way or the possible difficulty you may face. 10 years down the road, we can achieve anything as long as your 1, 2, and even 3-year goals ensure that they're achievable. Find goals that are big, but not impossible to achieve, at least for your short-term goals. Plan your 12-month goals so that they act as milestones or markers towards the longer-term, much bigger goals. Then be sure to create a massive action plan that will help you see things through. Realistic goals. If we set goals that are out of our reach, it often leaves us in an overwhelming state. We tend to self-judge ourselves and then we give up on our goals altogether. SMART goals need to be challenging enough to motivate you and realistic enough to make you believe that you can achieve it. Realistic goals set you up for success. Apart from being realistic, they should also be relevant to your life and future. They should resonate with your core values, beliefs, and yourself. To be realistic, a goal must represent an objective toward which you are both willing and able to work. Setting goals and achieving them not only gets things done, but can also build self-esteem, happiness, and a sense of well-being. This is more likely to happen if your goals are realistic. Tips to make your goals realistic. Number 1, question yourself. Is it physically possible to complete the goal or action? Number 2, break it down. Number 3, make action and goals doable. Only when you can be 100% committed to them. Number 4, mark yourself on a scale of 1 to 10 as to how likely you feel your goal will be achieved. Time-bound goals. All SMART goals are time-bound, i.e., they go by a deadline. A deadline is a preset timeline, which is the last date by which you will complete your goal. This is a tentative date by when you are likely to accomplish your goals. Making sure you give yourself a deadline to accomplish your goal will give you the motivation you need to get on your feet and get it done. A goal without a time frame lacks the sense of urgency. Only when you pick a certain date on the calendar, makes you more serious about achieving your goal. Example, you cannot just say that you want to become a millionaire in the future. Instead, you need to give yourself a timeline that by the year 2022, you need to be a millionaire. Tips to make your goals time-bound. Number 1, pick a date that is challenging, inspiring, and also feasible for you. Number 2, prioritize your date relative to the other components associated with your goals. Number 3, you can also choose to offer yourself a range of dates, minimum, target, extraordinary, for proper balancing. SMART is not just about describing your goals as specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time-bound, but you need to actually be smart about them. Work hard, stay focused, learn from your mistakes, and most importantly, be confident. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video lesson. SMART Goals Expertise. Video number 6, How to Set Powerful and Smart Goals. It's not easy achieving your goals in life, that's much is certain, and the greatest problem that most people face is that they fail to set their goals the right way. And once they do set their goals, their approach is all wrong. The best way to achieve any goal in life is to not only set them the right way, but also to plan and execute their actions in accordance with achieving those dreams over time. Things to consider before setting SMART goals. Number 1, check if the goal is positive. Number 2, make sure that the goal is stated in present tense. Number 3, explore the purpose of the goal. Number 4, explore the benefits of the goal. Number 5, foresee the pain of not accomplishing the goal. Number 6, align with moral values. Number 7, visualize the after effects of goal completion. How to set SMART goals. Number 1, decide on the big picture. Envision your life. Come up with a vision. Ask yourself where you want to be in the next 10 years of your life, where you want to see yourself. Know and decide the big picture if you really want to set the right goals for yourself. It is okay if you can't decide who or where you want to be later in life, but then at least decide on who you don't want to be. If you exactly know what you don't want, then you will be able to streamline your choices and figure out what you desire to be. Number 2, categorize your life goals. To make the process of goal setting easy, it is advisable to categorize your life into parts. A. Career. Check on your career goals first step. Decide what you want to go in your career, where you want to work, what is the minimum salary that you want to draw, what do you see yourself in the next 1, 2, 5, or 10 years. Have a clear vision and answer to all these questions as they will help you define your career and work toward achieving them. B. Education. To pursue your dream job or your desired career, recognize the skill that you need and the education qualification that is needed for you to reach there. The program which you choose matters. Does it need a master's or doctorate degree? It also involves the grades that you need to reach the desired position in your career. C. Mental. Analyze if your goals motivate you, make you happy, and excite you to work on it. Pick things that increase your mental capacity. Spiritual goals can also exist parallel to other career or education-oriented goals. Decide on what and how you want it. D. Physical health. Inspect if you have any health-related goals, like reducing 10 pounds in 2 months, practicing yoga daily, gym for 1 hour daily without fail, get six-pack abs, eat healthily, etc. Any goal related to your physical appearance, face, fitness, body, etc. E. Emotional. For some people, goals exist on an emotional tangent or getting into relationships. Any goal deals with your relationship status, like getting engaged, getting married, start dating someone, become parents, fall into this category. These goals play a significant role in your life, just like your career goals. F. Others. Any goals falling into none of the above categories fall here. This can be anything else related to your personal or professional life, like getting a pet, donations and charity, feeding the poor, volunteering for an NGO, and many more things. Number 3, write down an action plan. People get too involved and focused on goal outcome that they miss on making an action plan to proceed and write it down. An action plan is a simple plan in writing, containing all the steps that are required along the way. Writing down goals and the necessary steps of action build confidence. When you strike each goal as it completes, you get to know that you are progressing and getting closer to the final result. Number 4, stick to it. Stick to your action plan is mandatory to reach the target. Goal setting is not a one-time activity. Instead, it needs regular follow-up tracking and review. Keeping yourself on track is necessary to accomplish your goals. Goal setting is much more than simply saying you want something to happen. Unless you clearly define exactly what you want and understand why you want it in the first place, your odds of success are considerably reduced. By following this action plan, you can set goals with confidence and enjoy the satisfaction that comes along with knowing you achieved what you set out to do. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video lesson. Smart Goal Expertise. Video number 7, living and leading with goals. Many people live a life but not necessarily with goals. If you want a happy life, tie it to a goal, not to people or things. Albert Einstein. Living with goals gives a feeling of enthusiasm, self-contentment, and motivation. Leading with proper direction, it gives more meaning to life and gives a chance to create a new success story. Mantras to consider while leading with goals. Mantra number 1, money okay. Only money not okay. This is something many people should consider. Earning and growing your bank balance is fine, but you should never make it as your ultimate end goal. The sleepless nights and worrying unnecessarily is something you should give up on. It has to be something greater than that. Mantra number 2, put goals into action. Dreaming is not bad, but turning them into reality is more important, which calls for massive action. People love to push things for tomorrow, but tomorrow never comes. Try to manage them, think positive, and chase them. It's about taking massive action and starting today. Mantra number 3, break your limits. Many people complain that they don't have enough time and it's very difficult for them to stick to their goals. Stop playing always the victim card. Don't forget, everyone has 24 hours to make their life or break their life. It should be expected that life will not always pan as you have planned. Problems do arise. There will be ups and downs, but living life with excuses will not help you in any way. Mantra number 4, have a vision for your life. If you have vision in your mind, it will develop sense of expectancy, which continues fueling your goals. Start with envisioning how your 1 year from now looks like. Write it somewhere as long as you can and set a calendar appointment 1 year from now. Open it when time comes so you know how near or far you are from your goal. Mantra number 5, map out a plan. People set goals and decide to achieve them, but what they miss out are steps between them. It is important to make out a well-structured plan by writing the steps and then crossing each one you complete. This will give motivation to progress toward your ultimate goal. It should be flexible to modify as you move along and so to understand the journey better. Mantra number 6, keep the motivation alive. Hindrances and difficulties come handy while working for goals. The best part is to be committed to your growth. A positive mindset is the success mindset. It helps to find the silver lining in the storm clouds. The best goals are those which connect with your intrinsic motivation, when your inner self compels you to pursue your goals. Mantra number 7, create a support system. Share your goals with the people you are compatible with. A person can be your friend, mentor, colleague, or significant other. Seek feedback from them showing other perspectives on your growth. It may be good or bad. Use it in a constructive manner. Not to be disheartened by the negative feedback and overconfident by the positive. Mantra number 8. Set a time frame. Set particular deadlines for all the steps involved in moving toward your goal. If you don't have a deadline, you might become lazy and don't have strong urge to really going for it. Focus on setting such deadlines that you can meet a realistic and reasonable one. With this, you will try to find newer ways to step ahead and reach your goals on time. Mantra number 9. Change goals if aren't working. We set goals in our lives to change it in a better way. Your goals is to shape your life in ways that delight you and not to destroy you. Maybe the way you opt for is not the correct way of reaching out on your goals. Analyze what is wrong and try to connect it. Sometimes even putting your heart and soul you won't be able to attain. Then it is better to discard that goal and start with a new one. There is no harm in changing your goals as it gives you a new experience. And remember, there's no better teacher than experience itself. To conclude this, it's not where you end up, it's about the life you live on the way. Mantra number 10. Thankful for what you have. Living a life is a wonderful experience. And last but not the least, love your life. Be thankful for what you have achieved so far and see what you want and where you're going. Being thankful and grateful will change your life dramatically. At the end of the day, most important is to have a desire and gaining control over self and not to be at mercy of something outside yourself. By following these mantras, less baggage will be on you, helping you to lead a happy life while working upon and achieving your SMART goals. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video lesson. SMART Goal Expertise. Video number 8. How to determine your goals. Questions to ask yourself. To determine your goals effectively, there's a bunch of few significant and unavoidable questions which you should ask yourself. Take time to contemplate your career satisfaction, your job search, and also your level of satisfaction with your different areas of your personal life, your health, your relationships, finance, personal and spiritual growth, fun and recreation, etc. They are all connected. Write the answers as they come to you. Answer these questions and probably write them down might make a huge difference in your life and the way you see your future missions. Question number 1. What were your finest moments over the last year? Look back at the last year of your life and recall the things that you accomplished. Think about the moments that made you laugh and smile, moments that made you proud of yourself. When and how you solved a problem for somebody and were a great relief to someone. How does it help? The answer to this question, what were your finest moments over the last year, lets you recognize the things that worked out for you, which gave you a sense of accomplishment or made you happy. And the sense of being accomplished in the past boosts your confidence for the present and motivates you to keep moving forward with other goals. Question number 2. What were your biggest disappointments and regrets in life? Remember the incidents in life where you felt disappointed and broke down. A time when you met rejection and were surrounded by feelings of dejection and despair. Days when your dreams were crushed, not fulfilled due to some reason. Instead of feeling depressed, be mature to learn from your hardships and tough times in your life. Regrets should not last forever. Digging deep into failure of the past helps to identify your flaws and the mistakes that you made. Pledge that you will not repeat these in your present or your future. Question number 3. What are the 5 most important values in your life currently? Identify and prioritize the values that are most important to you right now. If your values are not clear to you, it can be helpful to think about how you would like to be remembered. If you are clear on your life principles and values, then recognize how well you are living them. Identify your core values helps you to set the right priorities in life. It helps you to figure out whether you are aligned with your life values or they're just sidetracked. Goals should always be aligned with moral values and principles of life. Recognize whom you admire. Outlines that personality in your mind, knowing that you want to be transformed into someone like that. Question number 4. What are the 3 most important goals in your life at present? If you can instantly answer this question and tell someone about the 3 goals in your life that are at the top most priority or your hit list, then it means you are truly focused on them. Your goals should keep on enchanting in your mind. Only then they can be termed as goals. How does it help? Having a clear vision of things, tasks, or goals that are the most important to you helps you stay focused, and the vice versa is also true. Knowing exactly what you want helps you to concentrate and invest your time and efforts in the right direction. There are lesser chances of getting distracted. Only when you know your priority task list can you progress on the path towards achieving it. Question number 5. What have you always wanted to do but were afraid to try? Were there times in your life where you wanted to chase a passion or hobby but failed to do so? You had dreams, but you were afraid to turn them into reality. What were they? How does it help? Remember the non-attempted goals of your life. You get to know that it's not too late to attempt them now. Recalling things that you always wanted to do but couldn't provoke you to step out of your comfort zone today and do them now. It makes you overcome your fears and do things by going out of the way. Question number 6. What do you want your legacy to be? What impact do you want to make in the rest of your life? What do you want to leave for the world that will affect it when you are gone? How do you want to change the future? What would you like to be remembered for? Who do you admire, and for what? How does it help? These questions will help you develop a meaningful philosophy of life that goes beyond just creating financial wealth. Knowing what's important, what drives you, and how you want to be remembered creates tremendous clarity in how you should live your life. Creating a legacy statement will help you commit to what you wrote down and live your life in line with your higher values. Question number 7. What one great thing would you dare to dream if you were guaranteed that you would not fail? What is that thing which you want to successfully accomplish without failing even once? What would you want to do if you knew you would be 100% successful? How does it help? The answers help you to outline your genuine aspirations, determine true goals, and create an imaginary world where you literally fulfill this dream. This imaginary world makes you happy because, for a while, you experience a world that you have wanted for long. This fills a new zeal in your work on your goals and achieve them. You expedite your approach to work at them with energy to accomplish them for real. Question number 8. Do you want it badly enough, and are you willing to pay the price to get it? This is the most important and sobering of all. Do you really are interested in achieving what you are longing for? Or it doesn't matter that much? If you really want to achieve what you have been dreaming of, then you are ready to pay any price for it. How does it help? If your answer is no, then it's pretty clear and obvious that you are wasting your time to achieve something that you're not ready to give 100% at. So it's not worth it. If your answer is yes and can do or sacrifice anything to achieve it, then probably you're walking in the right direction. Just keep moving at the right pace and effort. Whether or not you answered every question in detail, allowing yourself time to reflect is a rejuvenating process that will help you have a deeper sense of who you are and your purpose. From that place of clarity, you will find it much easier to create a future that is uniquely rewarding for you. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video lesson. Smart Goal Expertise. Video number 9. Pitfalls to avoid while setting goals. Goal setting may seem to be the easiest thing to do, but it's a tricky process when it comes to reality. The stages can be quite demoralizing, especially when one is accompanied by certain mistakes. Learning about the mistakes will lessen the chance of making them. Eliminating these mistakes will surely improve the quality of goals made. Certain pitfalls in the basic goal setting come as: number 1, your goal restricted. Goals must be set in a way that challenges you to grow and become a better version of yourself. If your goals don't challenge you, can be reached without getting tough, you have not set a goal. You have set a task. Number 2, underestimating completion time. If you don't estimate goal completion time accurately, it can be discouraging when things take longer to achieve than you think they should. This can cause a feeling of discouragement, ending up you to give up on your goal before it's completed. Plan your activities effectively and always pad your timelines to account for delays and setbacks. If you add extra time into your estimate, you'll feel less pressure to rush and finish by a certain date. Number 3, no regular planning. Goals require guided effort to succeed. Monthly, weekly, and daily planning and task management allocates tasks and ensures that most important tasks are scheduled first. Review goals every quarter and adjust timelines, sub-goals, or even primary goals itself as more is learned about each goal's feasibility. Number 4, not writing down your goals. Most of the people don't give too much consideration to note down their goals. Unless a goal is written, it is merely an aspiration, lifeless, and devoid of power. Once you commit it to writing, you set something in motion. You clarify what you want and begin focusing on how to attain it. Number 5, setting negative goals. How you think about your goal can influence how you feel about it and whether you achieve it. For instance, many people have a goal to lose weight. However, this goal has a negative connotation. It focused on what you don't want, your weight. A positive way to reframe this goal is to say you want to get healthy and stay fit. Negative goals are emotionally unattractive, which makes it hard to focus on them. Reframe any negative goals so that they sound positive. You may be surprised by the difference this makes. Number 6, not stepping out the process. Goals can be overwhelming unless you are mapped out in a step-by-step process. Breaking each goal into actionable steps helps establish the day-to-day activities that work toward accomplishing the goal. Completing each step along the way will fuel your mindset, giving motivation to proceed and not to quit. Number 7, not having a vision. Oftentimes, people set goals without thinking about the bigger picture. When it comes to setting goals, it's not enough to just think about the next month or the year ahead. When you pursue a meaningful goal, having long-term contributions in your life, it is exhilarating. Accomplishing it even more so. Number 8, quality over quantity. It's common to get super excited about goal setting, and in the midst of it, set so many goals. You only have fixed time and energy to accomplish your goals. So choose wisely. If you try to focus on many different goals at once, you can't give individual goals the attention they deserve. While you probably need more than a single goal, you need to stay focused on a manageable number of them. It is recommended to pick not more than, say, 3 goals to focus on. Living a life without setting goals is like sailing a ship without having planned a course. You're likely to end up somewhere that you won't want to go. But you need to avoid these common mistakes along the way. These can cause you to feel discouraged, question your abilities, or even give up. The good news is that you're much more likely to accomplish your dreams if you know about these mistakes and avoid them. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video lesson. Smart Goals Expertise. Video number 10. Balancing work and home life while accomplishing goals. Success is hard. Everyone wants it. Not everyone has it. Whatever success means to you today, you're likely striving towards it, reaching for your goals in an effort to improve your life and take care of your family. But as we reach for success, we tend to throw any semblance of normalcy out the window. As a result, our work-life balance doesn't improve. It suffers. So how do you begin to achieve balance? How to attain work-life balance while working towards your goal? Number 1, figure out why achieving better work-life balance is important to you. Motivation skyrockets when you connect with what's most important about achieving your goals. The deeper you connect with this reason, the more motivated you will be to make your goal happen. In a nutshell, asking yourself why this goal is important to you 5 times, going deeper each time. There comes a time when each one of us gets to a point where things are tough and will want to quit. Keep these reasons handy for those times. When you know and remind yourself while you're working so hard, it's much easier to uptown that funk. Number 2, know that there is no perfect balance. Don't strive for the perfect schedule. Strive for a realistic one. Some days you might focus more on work, while others you might have more time and energy to pursue your hobbies or relax on the couch with your loved ones. Balance is achieved over time, not each day. Number 3, make sure you like your work. If you hate what you do, you aren't going to be happy or excited. You don't need to love every aspect of your work, but it needs to be exciting enough that you don't dread getting out of bed every single morning. Your work might not be your passion, but it shouldn't be boring or dull either. If you do not feel good about it, you may be working in a toxic environment, for a toxic person, or doing a job that you truly don't love. Make sure your work aligns with your passion, happiness, and creates a balance in your life. Number 4, keep your priorities clear. Take some time for self-discovery. To define your values is time well spent. Spend some time seriously reflecting on what's most important to you and make a list of your top priorities at work and at home. Often there's a disconnect between what people say are their values and what they're actually practicing. Once you define and have clarity around your values, it becomes easier to make choices and decisions in your life. Your values guide you in how you want to live your life. Number 5, be grateful no matter what. Life can be hard at times, and the reality is that everyone suffers from tough and torturous times in their lives. But no matter what the situation is, we just have to be grateful for what we have. It is easy to want things and live in a state of lack, but far harder to appreciate what we have right now. Gratitude is the source of happiness. Thus, it's the source of improved work-life balance. When we're grateful for what we have, it's far easier to enjoy this journey that we call life. Number 6, manage your time effectively. If you want to improve your work-life balance, you absolutely must learn to become an effective time manager. While most people have an understanding of the importance of time management, not many people follow a structured regime. The biggest goal here, and the one most people fail at often, is to avoid time wasters. Since such a big part of work-life balance comes from the availability of time, it's how we use the time we already have that plays such a large role in our effectiveness in devoting the right amount of it to both our work lives and our personal lives. Number 6, celebrate your wins. At any phase of your goal accomplishments, when you win, celebrate it. The celebration gives you motivation and makes you happy. Choose any way to celebrate that you really enjoy doing. Go to a fancy dinner, shop online if you don't like squandering in malls, watch a movie, anything that you enjoy. Number 7, establish boundaries. Set fair and realistic limits on what you will and will not do, both at work and at home. Clearly communicate these boundaries to your workers, peers, partners, and family. Number 8, nurture your family and relationships. Relationships with family, friends, and loved ones are by far the greatest source of inner satisfaction. If your job or career is damaging your personal relationships, both areas will ultimately suffer. Sure, there will be days when you will need to work overtime. The issue becomes problematic when overtime becomes the rule, not the exception. By making your personal relationships a priority, your productivity and effectiveness on the job will actually increase. Many of us set goals, intentions, and resolutions to create more work-life balance, but then unintentionally fall short on them. This process of achieving a healthy work-life balance is like becoming a professional athlete or training for a triathlon. It takes a concerted effort to get in shape and a continued effort to stay that way. But those who are committing themselves to this quest reap the enormous health and quality of life benefits. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video lesson. Smart Goals Expertise. Video number 11, Reframing Goals and Perspectives. How can it help? What is reframing? Reframing means seeing the current situation from a different perspective, which can be tremendously helpful in problem solving, decision making, and learning. This fundamental helps you to more constructively move on from a situation in which you feel stuck or confused. The aim of reframing goals is to shift one technique of goal setting to be more empowered, to act, and hopefully to learn at the same time. It's nothing but going a bit flexible and easy around your goals, reconstructing them if the situation demands. Why is reframing important? Number 1, if a goal is starting to feel impossible, reframe it. If your long-term goal seems to be unachievable at any point of time, break it down into smaller things that are within your reach, look realistically and easy to achieve. Although we're talking about smart goals in this course that are realistic and achievable, there might be goals which may not seem to be possible as we move ahead on our journey of accomplishment goals. Reframe your goals. Tweak your plan here and there, then watch the effect of small changes on your overall goals. The minor tweaks that you do in the recipe of goal accomplishment sometimes become the secret sauce to score big wins. Number 2, it unlocked innovation. Mastering the ability to reframe problems is an important tool for increasing your imagination because it unlocks a vast array of solutions. It gives birth to innovation. Amidst your journey of success, it needs to be change your perspective to see things and actions, especially during the hard times. You might unlock and discover a new way, strategy, or a clue to make things work. If not by method A, then B. Just because you are ready to see, do, and accept things in a different perspective or way, you can keep your goal alive and do it exceptionally well. Number 3, reframing builds resilience. Reframing doesn't mean completely ignoring the downside of situations. It doesn't require a denial of reality. It's an acknowledgement that reality is, in fact, somewhat subjective. Things really do objectively happen, but the meaning of those things is open to interpretation, and this interpretation changes how you experience them, which changes your reality. Number 4, keeps negative thoughts at bay. If a different perspective is inculcated right at the hard moments of life, everyone would be a different, rather more optimistic personality today. It's more beneficial to come at things from a frame of reference that avoids fueling the negative emotions that lead to dejection, anxiety, frustration, stymied growth, and action, and instead cultivate one which facilitates positive emotion that work towards resilience and keep you moving forward. Failure is never a total wash. You always learn new things. It narrows the field of options that will actually beget success, or it helps you to come up with options you previously didn't know existed. You always end up knowing something that you didn't know before. Ways to reframe goals and perspectives. Number 1, rethink and reconsider facts and thoughts. Before you jump to any conclusions or make any decisions, rethink. Think through your decisions, the facts leading to the conclusion before framing any opinions. Refocusing changes our lens to view things and judge people and situations. Once you reframe your thoughts, you understand that each new thought opens up your ability to generate new ideas. Number 2, brainstorm bad ideas. Sometimes even terrible ideas can be reevaluated and turned into something unique and brilliant. It is not mandatory that your mind always come up with good or mind-blowing ideas to suit the need of the hour. Sometimes you even get bad or irrelevant ideas, but with the right brainstorming, they might be a source of good ideas. Number 3, unpack your assumptions. Assumptions are a human tendency and a habit. Human brains tend to assume things before even the tasks are outlined. Another way to reframe a problem is to challenge its perceived limitations or rules. It opens new possibilities, giving a different approach to your goals. Reframing your perspective, goals, thoughts, and actions enables you to implement the ancient wisdom that you can't always control what happens to you, but you can certainly control how you react to different situations, no matter how tough your position might be, and this is the ultimate power that each one of us possesses, but only a few of us use it. Be among those few. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video lesson. Smart Goal Expertise. Video number 12, Time Management and Goal Setting. One of the most effective tools you can have in life is powerful and effective time management. If you're not managing your time well, there's no way you're going to reach your goals at work and the life outside of it. Setting goals and practicing time management techniques are two necessary elements for success, and your time management will be an uphill battle if you don't take your time seriously. Importance of goal setting as a time management tool. Number 1, provides right direction. Setting goals provides a specific direction to everyone who is part of the goal that is targeted upon. By setting goals, you know where the bulk of your time each day should be focused. You're better able to prioritize your workload based on the goals of the business and manage your time better while you are at work. Number 2, helps meet deadlines. Goal setting results in meeting deadlines effectively because SMART goals are time-bound. This gives a motivation to meet the goal within a certain time period. It also provides the information needed to develop an action plan so that the goal can be met within the stated time frame. Number 3, avoid wastage of time. With goals set in an organized way, all the people associated with them will always have a task on their plate, which will be worked on toward accomplishing the goals. This avoids the situation where you do not know what should be the next course of action. By having set goals in place, it's easier to effectively manage all work time. Number 4, manage distractions. People are often faced with distractions during the workday. Anything that takes away your attention or focus is a distraction. When a person has a set plan with business goals to follow, it helps to effectively manage their time. When a distraction arises, he can easily review the goals to see if working on that task will help to meet the goals. If not, they can simply move on to a more efficient task. Time management tips for achieving your goals. One of the biggest problems that most people are facing today is maintaining a balance without feeling too overworked. Balance is key. If you lack balance in your life, you're going to feel stressed out. Even if you're able to effectively juggle your responsibilities, without proper balance, you're going to eventually reach your breaking point. Quick tips to help you ace your time management and get a balanced life. Number 1, fix your goals. A crucial part of your time management system is goal setting, and it is effective on both the micro and macro level. Only when you affix your goals and their importance can you learn the ropes of time management. Make a to-do list on your goals daily in the order of priority. It will always help you stay on track with your commitment and allocate time judiciously. Number 2, plan smart. Execute better. It is difficult for anyone to define concrete time slots for each task they undertake. Hence, including a little buffer will help in case a task takes longer than expected. Try to maintain an active knowledge of how much time needs to be dedicated to an activity and give it priority accordingly. Number 3, disconnect from social media periodically. The itch to consistently check for messages and social media updates bleeds most of anybody's time today, be it at work or outside. Consistently being on the phone more often than not keeps us away from the task at hand. So try to disconnect every now and then. Disconnecting will help you give your undivided attention while at work and also not keep you away from your friends and family in their company. Number 4, focus on your highest value task. Look at the goals you have for the week. Probably not all the goals you have will be of high value. So make sure the first 5 activities you pick for the day are of high value. When you spend your quality time on a set of high-value activities, you will better manage your time and be more productive. Number 5, Avoid procrastination. Procrastination is the enemy of productivity because it diverts you from your goals. Often, the battle is lost because of procrastination. If you want to become perfect at what you do by being good at time management, then start doing the things right now rather than procrastinating on it. Combat this habit and make the most of the day. Number 6, audit your time for 7 days. Spend 7 days straight assessing how you spend the time you do have right now. Record it in a journal or on your phone. Split this up into blocks of 30 minutes or an hour. See, how did you spend your time? Was it useful or wasteful? At the end of 7 days, tally all the numbers. The results might shock you. Number 7, follow the 80-20 rule. Another great time management tip is to use the 80-20 rule, also known as the Pareto principle. This rule states that 80% of the effort comes from 20% of the results. The trick is to identify the 20% of the efforts that are producing 80% of the results and scale that out. You can do this with meticulous tracking and analysis. Number 8, every day spend your mornings on MITs. Mark Twain once said, "If it's your job to eat a frog, it's best to do it first thing in the morning. And if it's your job to eat 2 frogs, it's best to eat the biggest one first." His point, tackle your biggest task in the morning. Accomplishing the MITs will give you the biggest momentum to help you to sail through the rest of the day. Money you can gain or lose, but time you can only lose. So be wise where and how you spend it. If you can win the race against time, then there's no barrier between you and your success. If you are particularly serious about achieving your goals, improve your time management abilities by following these tips and adopt the superpowers of time management. Time management will make or break you. So manage your time effectively and bid adieu to failure. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video lesson. Smart Goals Expertise. Video number 13, How to Keep Motivation Alive. Everything becomes simpler when you're motivated. Motivation plays a significant role in all aspects and phases of our lives, be it our career, education, marriage, relationships, anything. It determines the level of success that you will achieve. Motivation is required throughout the entire goal process. Common motivation crushers. Number 1, motivation mistakes. Setting the bar too low. I will try my best. This statement may sound like a worthy vow to make, but it can actually crush all the motivation in you. In fact, this type of vow is vague, making you more likely to procrastinate. It makes you lazy to implement the things right away because you have set the bar too low for yourself. Resolution. To step up your game, set attainable goals that are clear and challenging, and give yourself a deadline. Specific goals help you focus your attention and increase your effort, which helps you to persist longer. Number 2, motivation mistakes. Testing your willpower. Willpower can be exhausted from overuse, and when this happens, your brain either makes impulsive decisions or stalls out. On an average basis, a person spends 3 to 4 hours of his day resisting the things that he desires to do. This has a direct impact on willpower, and once it gets depleted, the person tends to shy away from complicated decision making. Resolution. Work towards rerouting some of these desires. Follow a healthy diet plan. Closely watch your sleep routine and practice good habits. When willpower is low, the brain craves glucose, but it's better to have something that will stabilize blood glucose over a period of time, such as lean protein. Number 3, motivation mistakes. Aiming to please others. The energy and motivation that you possess when you just set a goal are crushed when your motivation is sparked by the wrong things. Autonomous motivation is defined as engaging in a behavior because it is perceived to be consistent with intrinsic goals or outcomes and emanates from the self. In other words, the behavior is self-determined. It works when you want to do something for yourself. Resolution. Be enthusiastic to achieve your goal till the end, and to get yourself to the magic point, find a good company or expert who can solve your problem when you struggle. Ideal ways to keep motivation alive. Number 1, attitude mindset check. Have an attitude of expectancy. You definitely get what you expect. So, if you expect something great to happen to you every day, then it will. Be confident and perceive every difficulty as a lesson from which you can learn. Number 2, surround yourself with positive and supportive, like-minded people. Negative people and conversations will have you focused on all the wrong things and may take your focus off of your goals. Surround yourself with people who are inspired and have positive things to say. It will make a huge difference in how you perceive your environment. Number 3, look back at all you've already achieved. Whenever you feel a lack of motivation toward your goal, just make a list of the steps attached to it that you have already accomplished. Pat yourself on the back and remind yourself of these achievements. This will surprise you at what you've already produced, thus motivating you for the next course of action toward your goal. Number 4, use downtime to learn. If you have finished your day's task early, or if you are done with your responsibilities for the week, then instead of sitting around bored with nothing to do, use this welcome downtime to learn something new. Browse the internet to learn what's new in the market related to your field, or the latest developments around your technology or domain of work. Number 5, don't worry about what you can't control. Take control of what you can and don't worry about what you can't. So if you often find yourself paralyzed with what ifs, as in, what if I write this and no one reads it? What if I don't get accepted into the program, etc.? Let it go and just focus on turning out quality work. Number 6, speak positive affirmations. Words have a creative force. Regardless of what is going on around you, speak out loud what you want to happen. Write out an affirmation that you can say daily and put it up somewhere that you are sure to see it every day, like your bathroom mirror or your refrigerator. Motivation is to a human being what fuel is to a car. You have to keep your eye on the gauge and make sure to refill whenever it starts running low. A full tank of motivation will go a certain distance, depending on what type of car you are. To continue with the analogy, there is no magical formula to stay motivated. It needs to come from within. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video lesson. Smart Goals Expertise. Video number 14. Why do people give up on their goals? Setting goals are important in one's life, and more than it keeping stuck on them. For example, a person decides to shed a few pounds and started it well, with whole dedication and commitment, but after a few days, she lands back to square one again. So what makes people to leave their goals midway? For achieving the extra than usual, it requires something extra than usual. The assumption of being happy after attaining your goal must be given up. Enjoying the whole process rather than only product is a key for goal accomplishment. Why most people give up on their goals midway. Starting with too big too quickly, fear of being judged by others, forced failures, thinking too much, waiting for the correct start, lack of commitment, leaving comfort zone, lost navigation, listing only long-term goals, irregular scrutiny. Number 1, starting with unrealistic or too big too quickly. Some people are so influenced by the idea of setting goals that they start with something really big, which requires multiple skills at a time and are unrealistic. Know yourself and your capabilities before aiming for something. This not only helps you to reach them, but also inspires you to set higher goals for yourself in the future. Number 2, fear of being judged by others. Some people become prone to others' judgment, that is to say, what other people will think of them if they fail. Focus and stop wasting your time on such thoughts, as people will always have something to say no matter what you do. There are some people who will demotivate you and force negativity even after you reach the set goals. It is better not to care too much about what others will say and stay dedicated to your own self. Number 4, force failures. Failures are part of the journey. There will be times when you fail and feel like giving up, but make sure you don't. Make your mind so strong, be unstoppable, keep hustling, and keep moving. Be your own motivator. Failures are part of your journey and not the end in themselves. Learn from every failure. A quote, "Never failures, always lessons, forever masters." This is the motto for the path of true mastery. Number 4, thinking too much. Overthinking leads to confusion, unnecessary procrastination, and sometimes builds negative thoughts in a person. Successful people achieve their goals not simply because of who they are, but more often because of what they do. Think less, act more. Number 5, waiting for the correct start. Some people set goals but wait for the correct time to start. These people usually never start, or if started, drop in midway. If you wait until you feel ready to tackle something tough, you might be waiting for a long time. Change your attitude. Don't wait for the correct time, but make the time correct. Take action, and you may gain the ambition you need to keep going. Number 6, lack of commitment. Ask yourself, how much committed and dedicated are you? How badly you want it? Is your heart truly wants it? In the end, will it be worth it? The burning desire is needed in you. If you are ready to do whatever it takes, then you have set right goals for yourself. When you feel low, try to visualize how good it will feel when you reach your goals. The intrinsic motivation is needed in you throughout the journey. Don't forget why you started and never lose sight of your goals. Number 7, leaving your comfort zone. Setting goals means is to put an extra effort and time, leaving laziness behind. The word extra here can also be described as leaving your comfort zone. Every person has their own comfort zone, and you need to break the boundaries set in. The sooner you step away from your comfort zone, the sooner you'll realize that it really wasn't all that comfortable. Eddie Harris Jr. Number 8, lost motivation. Sometimes people are determined to reach their goals, but they don't know how to get there. Don't hesitate in taking help. The helping ones can be your mentors, people with experience and maturity who can counsel, inspire, and challenge us. They can be your peers too. Meeting the goals with friends and colleagues gives confidence and also a lot of learning. It provides insight and solutions we wouldn't have considered on our own. Number 9, listing only long-term goals. Long-term goals tend to fizzle out. It's better to list short-term goals involved with your long-term goals. For example, if you want to seek a publisher for a book you've written, your short-term goal might involve marketing your writing and writing more magazines in order to accomplish your goal of publishing. By listing out the short-term goals, it will increase your focus and thus attain short-term goals, leading to fulfillment of long-term goals. Number 10, irregular scrutiny. Take time to feed back what you have achieved till now. This will give you a chance to celebrate each time you get closer to your goal with either a party or quality time doing what you love. Even this can help you out to find flaws in your efforts, and you can correct them too. When people feel that the results are showing up, it increases the level of commitment they hold for a particular goal. Be a strong player. Get into the court and give your best shot. Be courageous to pursue your goals. Every success starts with smaller steps and not just daydreams. Remember, the circumstances and conditions in future are the results of actions taken by you today. Everyone wants to be successful, but fewer are ready to face the failure. Though you can only celebrate success if you achieve it through failures and setbacks, you will appreciate it the most if you have gone through tough times. The hardest times produce your greatest gifts. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video lesson. SMART Goals Expertise. Video number 15, How to Revitalize from Failure. Failure, collapse, defeat, disappointment are some of the words which people never want to hear or face in their lives. The feelings of achievement is fascinating, and the feeling of failure is equally destructive. Failure has a big picture. It has a purpose to serve, but most of us only see pain and how hard it hits. Going through failure requires strength and understanding of how to turn your failure to success. How to revitalize from failure. Number 1, leave room for mistakes. Instead of breaking out, be courageous to find out the reason why you failed and work upon them. Be brutally honest with yourself. Take it as an opportunity to learn and never repeat the same mistake again. If you learn from your pitfalls, it will be no more a failure but a victory for you. Number 2, stop pleasing everyone. Stop pleasing others. Great work isn't always recognized right away. It doesn't matter what people think, and the sooner you can come to this realization, the better it will be for you in the long run. What matters is that you don't give up on your hopes and your dreams. Keep pushing through and break through your present-day limitations. Number 3, set no goals. Yes, we always consider setting life's goals or success goals, but along with them, consider setting no goals. This is to understand that failures are part of the journey, and failures will come along. The story of someone's success may seem only bright and fast-moving, but the path to those milestones tend to have many setbacks. Understanding this will make you prepared, and you can use your failures constructively. Number 4, celebrate your failures, not just your successes. Failure doesn't seem to be very joyful on the surface. Finding joy not so much in your failure and mistakes, but rather within the act of trying and attempting new things, and within the process of doing things poorly at first. You learn to walk by stumbling many times, and you will likewise learn to achieve your desired outcome by falling on your backside many times. Number 5, recall your experiences. Each time you bounce back from problems and rise above obstacles, you grow mentally stronger. Recalling times when you rebounded in the past can help you feel equipped to deal with failure again. Remind yourself that you have the capability to bounce back. Number 6, power yourself with positivity. Your mind is a powerful thing, and when we fill it with positive thoughts, our lives start to change for the positive. We can't escape failure or run away from our mistakes, but we always have a choice. It is the right mindset that will give us the passion, the perseverance, the potential, the new patterns, and the position for us to succeed. Number 7, assess the depth. A failure is almost always connected with the loss of resources, but if you're completely out of resources, going through failure is much tougher, and to persist at something is an even greater challenge. You must calculate how you will build up the resources to continue the path. You can never earn money as fast as you can invest it into your endeavors. Number 8, outline a new plan of action. Having taken a moment to learn from your experience, it's now time to take those lessons on board and build a plan of action to move forward. This, of course, might mean using this failure as an opportunity to refine your approach, to start over again with new objectives, or to use this experience as a platform for personal growth and re-innovation. Famous failures. I can't accept failure, but I can't accept not trying. Michael Jordan. After being cut from his high school basketball team, he went home, locked himself in his room and cried. Michael Jordan, 6-time NBA champion, 5 times NBA MVP, 4 times NBA All-Star. A person who never made a mistake, never tried anything new. Albert Einstein. He was not able to speak until he was almost 4 years old, and his teacher said he was never amount to much. Albert Einstein, theoretical, physicist, and Nobel Prize winner. If you can't dream it, you can't do it. Walt Disney, dropping out of high school at a young age in a failed attempt to join the army, fired from a newspaper for lacking imagination and having no original ideas. Walt Disney, creator of Mickey Mouse and winner of 22 Academy Awards. Getting fired from Apple was the best thing that could have ever happened to me. Steve Jobs. At 30 years old, he was left devastated and depressed after being unceremoniously removed from the company he started. Steve Jobs, founder of Apple, the man who changed the world. Success doesn't come easy, and dealing with failure is the most challenging part. Just learn from your failures and the experiences which are closely related to the failure. Analyze what went wrong. What corrective action should be taken to avoid this mistake next time? Look at them objectively and learn from them. Use this knowledge to improve yourself and try again. As long as you don't give up, you can always overcome failure to achieve your goals. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video lesson. Smart Goals Expertise. Video number 16. Personal goals to stand out at workplace. Who wants to work at same level with no promotion, no hike, and blending in with the existing crowd? In today's era, it is rare. People have their own goals and they work for achieving them. They don't want to settle for mediocrity. To be in limelight is what most people desire. And why not, as it will propel toward their successful career. Why setting goals are preferable at workplace. The question may arise that working can be improved. Promotions can be grabbed without setting goals too. With hard work and dedication, then what's the need of setting goals? But the age we are living in, smart work is more emphasized. Being busy is not important, but being productive is. And for that, you need to set personal professional goals. Research shows that people with specific and well laid down goals are more likely to increase in their performance rates. Goals to shine better at workplace. Goal number 1, improve your emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is understanding owns as well as others' emotions. Understanding of emotional intelligence improves relationships with other people and motivates them to take certain actions in your way, as well as it keeps in gaining better control over self, which is must in today's competitive, team-structured, and social work environment. Goal number 2, be an industry expert. Not every employee is concerned with grasping knowledge of their industry, competitors, and clients, but mastering it can be a strong weapon. Such employees come up with new, unique, and out-of-the-box ideas, which is the demand of today's marketplace. Goal number 3, open to challenges. Take every challenge as an opportunity to learn. Be excited for newer tasks, projects, and deals coming your way. Challenge yourself to complete them and outshine. This doesn't mean taking too many tasks and stretching yourself thin. Be open to say no when you feel like. It will make you more productive and show your abilities to prioritize. Goal number 4, be a good listener. Listening actively and attentively exposes to detailed information, assisting you to do your job well and serve your customers better. This also involves studying the body language, as people's language speaks more than words. If you make listening and observation your occupation, you will gain much more than you can by talking. Goal 5, engage in social collaboration and utility. Everyone you meet does not have same thoughts, ideas, and perspectives. Respect the differences and try to collaborate socially. Conflicts are part and parcel of life, and they are most likely to arise. There is need to develop ability to solve them amicably. Goal number 6, learn time management. Everyone knows how crucial time management is. If you are going late on your deadline, then surely this is something you need to work upon. If you master this, half your problems will vanish. Keep track how to spend your time, schedule your tasks, and prioritize them. Be active and try to complete your them before time. Goal number 7, mastering multiple trades. In today's time, HR professionals concentrate more on employees having ability to deal with different projects and individuals, as they are more involved and saves the cost too. Be multitasking and learn to wear many hats at a time. This makes you different and puts you in a favorable position than your coworkers. Goal number 8, face feedback like a champ. Building a team culture to open feedback is of great help. Know how to put feedback into action. If you got praise for something, don't keep it with you. Share it with others, but intelligently and at proper time. Criticism is also required. It tells you about inefficiencies and areas where one can improve. Take them seriously and work upon them. Goal number 9, professionalism. Professional employees are genuine credit for companies. Professionalism is not only visible in individual dressing sense or how they appear to others, but also in their quality of work. Professionals keep excited about new opportunities, focus on minute details, bring improvement, and optimistic about organization and its future. Goal number 10, reorganize your workspace. Having an uncomfortable workspace can impact work too. Take out time for scanning documents and organizing them properly on your system. Make sure you have adequate filing system in place. Organize your work based on incoming, ongoing, and finished projects. Invest in proper working equipment like comfortable chairs. Goal number 11, balancing work life. When you are at peak of your career, then juggling between the two is a daunting challenge. Doesn't matter which generation you belong to, flexible work environment is needed. Balancing work and personal life brings peace of mind, reduces stress, and improves productivity. To be placed in top of organizational chart isn't easy. Competition is fierce. They don't call it dog-eat-dog world for nothing. It's not easy, but possible. By setting new personal goals, it can bring a lot of difference to your image in a company, and same goes for your career. Don't adapt to energy in the room, but create your own energy, i.e., to outshine and outperform. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it.